We're thankful to be able to bring another update to the GBC church family. I just want to thank you for your prayers for the Noxes church, as well as for the GBC leadership as we journey through this process. We continue to be grateful to God for this opportunity. And we wanted to bring you an update on some of the developments with the building. In our most recent update, Knox has voted to dissolve their church as of June 28th. We had mentioned to the GBC congregation that we would forward a letter to the Presbyterian Church of Canada head office. We completed that step on April 21st. We heard back that they were interested in GBC being able to continue in the building. The next step was to get an appraisal value of the Noxes building. That has been completed by the Presbyterian Church head office. We haven't yet received the full report, but have at least a starting point. The appraisal value is $1.85 million, up $125,000 from 3 years ago. $1.85 million will be the starting point for negotiations. We are going to initiate due diligence with professionals to get a thorough inspection of the Noxes building. We also have a contact who will perform a building inspection on our Preston location. We understand that purchasing this building means that we also need to envision how we would live in it and utilize it. We are thankful for gospel seats. Now we seek to carefully and prayerfully consider how this potential space may be used. This will take time and careful consideration. We have up to 5 teams to work through the various processes and are beginning to add people with the needed expertise to those teams. The teams are a prayer team led by Simon Broughton, one of the elders, a Knox building team led by Nathan Wasink, chair of the deacons, a Preston building team led by James Hutton, also one of our deacons, a funding team led by Ian Ross, and a coordination team led by David Merrick, chair of the elders. As you know, over the past 7 years, we have been working with Redeemer Bible Church Plant. Just a few years ago, becoming independent. Recently, we received notice that their pastor, Charlie Ducharme, resigned. This is a portion of his resignation letter to RBC. Quote, "During the years of Redeemer, Pia and I always had an unshakable sense that our call here was temporary. Quote, all the while, my family continued to have these impressions that God would lead us away soon because the church was now strong and the foundation was laid and change could be handled well by an independent church." And quote once again from his letter, "Now in the last few weeks, the conviction is that the time has come for me to resign. We know this is from God. We have not chased God on this." And then finally, "Please know that I will remain in my role until May 31, 2020, after which time our family will leave Cambridge." That was the letter, a portion of the letter, a few quotes from the letter from Pastor Charlie to the RBC Church. While we were surprised by Charlie's resignation, we are grateful for his faithfulness in ministry to RBC over these last 7 years, and trust the Lord will continue to direct him and his family in the future. I continue to be in contact with Redeemer and will seek to be a support to them. Please continue to remember them during this time. When GBC moved to the Knox building, we signed an agreement with Knox, but also an agreement with RBC. Our agreement with RBC noted that if we had the opportunity to try and purchase the Noxes building, we would then extend to RBC the opportunity to purchase the Preston building. That opportunity has been expected, and due to various reasons, RBC is not in a position to purchase the building. We have always wanted a strong gospel presence in the Preston Heights neighborhood and pray for the Lord to continue to lead in this direction. We are praying both that a strong evangelical church may be interested in our building, as well as the RBC church to find a place, either remaining in the present Preston location, sharing the building, or in another suitable location. As we navigate the work of the Lord in our congregation, we have lots to consider and work through. And we have lots to be thankful for. Teams have been set up. They are set up to serve the congregation in order to see how we can best move forward with the approved motion when we were in the Preston building. We are thankful for the teams beginning to actively serve and gather information. And we are very pleased with the relationship with the gentleman from the Presbyterian Church head office. Things are moving along and are very positive on that front. We also want to mention that we understand that this time of COVID-19 is terribly difficult for many people. We never want to lose sight of the struggles, the hardship, and the sadness that some people are undergoing. We find the timing of this opportunity to purchase unique and even odd. But we once again surround ourselves with the gospel and God's almighty power. He is at work in even this, and we're committed to keeping you updated. We welcome and desire your questions or suggestions along the way. We ask for you to pray with us to our great and faithful King of Kings and Lord of Lords, that He would oversee and direct this process. Please know we're encouraged by the church family as well. We remember the conversations we had in the Preston building, the strong agreement among the members to move forward with a potential relocation to the Noxes building. And we're thankful for a year that we've been able to spend in the building to test drive. All these have been a kindness of God. Once the teams gather more information, we will continue to keep everyone updated. We are planning a town hall meeting, even if it is through Zoom. If you have any questions, please email them to David Merrick or to the church office so we may forward them to the proper team leaders. Our prayer is God may continue to lead us as His people in the days ahead for the spread of the gospel of Jesus. God bless.